Got a little mini tutorial here once again. This time we're talking about Dillo skip. One of the most infuriating ways to lose time in this speedrun. It's a weird trick because it's positionally pretty precise, but you have all the time in the world to get there. So just real quick, so we're going to talk about this section real quick. So what causes Dillo to spawn is a camera movement trigger. So you see how the camera follows X all over the place. Until you cross that line. Now all of a sudden the camera's locked. That makes this hole right here a death plane. Because you went too far off screen. But it locks, if you look at X's foot that's furthest right on the screen, just above his toe is this little red kind of dot in the background. That's what I use as my visual cue. You can also use the intersection right at the top here where I'm kind of shooting. If you put his helmet right on that intersection of those 3 green lines on that square, that should work as well. It's pretty forgiving. You kind of have from like, I think from like roughly here to there for it to work, but the instant you go forward, screen locks and you're gonna get Dillo to spawn. The other issue, well, real quick, so to mitigate that, when you're coming up here, you stay as low as possible. Get up, shoot your ice shot, all that. You know, kill the baddies, you know, kill the turtle, no big deal. But, you can actually jump too high before the screen lock, and what'll happen is Dillo will still spawn even though you kinda got the skip. It's because the camera's just too high, even though everything else should work. So where I position X is, if you look in the background, I'm just gonna get rid of that because the charges sound is annoying. If you look in the background at the very top of X's helmet, there's like a bolt in the wall. I put him right under that bolt, shoot the ice sled, and then just take a couple steps forward until I'm right on my foot's just above that red dot, or my head's right on that that intersection of lines. There you go. And there you go, you've skipped the Dillo. If you're concerned about that, you can also position yourself first, do a real quick turnaround. Oops, I was too far to the left. It's hard to judge. But if you turn around, you can do the moonwalk version. That one's a little bit easier, a little bit more forgiving. Just because what can end up happening a lot of times is, you know, you're speed running. You're trying to go fast. So you come in, shoot the sled, and then you walked a few pixels too far forward. Or if you're trying to go fast, and these turret dudes are here, they hit you. But if I position myself here, don't get hit, have all the time in the world, make sure I'm lined up, can move on to the next strat. So as far as how we get up here charged, let me just make a new save state. This is kind of similar to Sig 2 when I practice the start of it. I make a save state as I'm spawning in, because I'm holding the shoot button as I'm spawning. So ideally, that's kind of what you're aiming for. That's the fastest way to do it. There, I was too far to the left. Now, if this happens to you and you're like really wanting to risk it, you can still shoot the sled, kill the guy, make it through. And then, just for, you know, completeness sake, don't jump in here, because if you do, we get a Dillo. Nobody wants a Dillo. Especially if he makes his way out here. Oh, yep, there we go. Yeah, that's disgusting looking. Oh, it's so much worse. Anyways. That's pretty tight movement, getting up here. Like that. Where it's wall kick up here, immediate dash jump, wall kick back over, and you're holding jump this whole time, because you see X is dragging his feet, because I'm pushing against this wall on the way up. So you just have to hold right through that little, like, hesitation as you're coming up around the corner. If you jump too low, you don't make it. If you try and go too fast, you don't make it. So if you do that, you just lost some time. And you can either, like, full risk it with shooting ice sled in the guy, or just release and start charging again. If you're just first starting out, you know, wait to hit it, give yourself a little time, come over, try the moonshot strat or something. That was weird. Don't do that. There you go. Now, I mean, as far as, like, you know, left wall versus right wall here, it doesn't matter. It's just... Oops. They both get you there. And then, of course, you want to try and beat the cycle on those dudes, but again, if you're nervous, it's your first couple of times doing it, you know, wait a cycle. Get up and then do it from there. Then you're dashing through here. Don't jump until you're, like, right up on this wall. If I jump here, happy. Oops. Too far left. Jump anywhere sooner than that. I'm trying to show what'll happen. Let me just let me get to the side of that. Weird. Normally he spawns right there. But yeah. So anyways, that's Dillo Skip for you in a nutshell. Any questions about that, post them below. Happy to help wherever I can. And hope to catch everyone next time. Have a great day, everybody, and thanks for hanging out. Hope this was helpful.